Yo, what's cracking? As you can see here, we're at BOS Marine. We got another boat. This one's getting rigged with a brand new 300 Seapro with a 30-inch transom. We're also going to be installing and rigging a 7-inch vessel view display and digital controls. If you stick around till the end, you're going to see the Pimpin' Sea trial. Alright, let's go. Alright, so as you can see here, there's holes that were welded up. Just got it back from our favorite welder. Now, the holes that were here were for the twin 150s that were initially installed. I've got a center line marked here, which is the center of this upper edge. I'm going to put the template on, blast some holes through, and then I'm going to mount the new motor. Check it out. Alright, so super important thing when drilling these holes is you want to make sure the drill is at 90 degrees to the transom. That way when the holes come out on the inside, they're at the same height and same angle for putting the bolts through. One, for aesthetics, and two, you don't want crooked bolts when mounting the engine. As you can see here, I've also beveled the edges. That way when the Sikaflex goes on between the motor, it creates like an O-ring type seal, and when it gets torqued up, the motor, no matter how much, if it wants to shift a little bit as it goes on or vibrates, it'll always have a good seal so that no water can creep into the boat while it's being used. Alright, so the next thing I gotta do is make a plate for here, because this is dished a bit because there's no structural support inside the cavity of the transom here. So I'll make a flat plate to go across, and then I'll mock up and mount the engine. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here you go. We've got the bolts in, just confirming length. They will be long enough with the bracket on there. And then there is the plate I made. Super simple, super easy. I use the template. It is a 1/4 inch by 2 inch aluminum flat bar. Plenty strong. When this goes back together with the motor on, these bolts will be going in the other way because that is what Mercury wants when you mount the engine to the transom. Top ones go forward to backward, bottom ones go backward, forward. Pretty simple. Yeah, let's mount that engine.
From the fields to the porch where the legends are born, we rise to the test. In the early morn, we got that fire deep within our soul. Yeah,
check it out. Woo! Here we go. We've got the engine mounted. Looks pretty good. So now I'm just going to torque these bolts to 55 foot-pounds. And that'll be it for that. I'll make a plate for that rigging tube because the hole is too big for the flange. And then I'll install the steering system. Alright, so I've got the plate closet cut from the welder. Already pre-drilled it. We got 4 holes just on the outside of this that's gonna make this secure over top of all these existing holes. We don't want to make those visible, so it's gonna get screwed on like this with 4 number 10 pan heads, and then the rigging tube flange is going to be secured in the center of it like so with some number 10 flat heads that go in, and then the rigging tube is going to thread right into that. You want to make sure that you guys use Lanocoat or some sort of grease when putting stainless screws into aluminum because they're dissimilar metals. They're prone to freezing up in the salt water. All right, there you go. Look at that, nice and professional. You can see all the screw heads are turned the same way. Just gives it that nice aesthetic look. Now let's go on to the controls. All right, here we are. So we're in the cab. There's the digital controls. Let's see, here's the part number for that. You guys know the same style. But there are no control cables for this. It's just literally plug and play. Nice thing about Merc is they send you a template. Don't know if you can see that. Full size, you just tape that on your side mount situation or whatever you're going to be mounting it to, and boom, that's what I'm going to do. Tape it on there, drill those holes, and then yeah, essentially mount it. Nice and easy. Also going to be mounting an ignition key switch, part number for that, and the 7-inch LCD display, which will be going right here. It's gonna be pretty straightforward. Let's get to it.
Carefree, you gotta smile away the sorrow. Carefree, not worry about tomorrow. You and me, our dreams we're gonna follow. Carefree, yeah, yeah, yeah. You can bet I'ma get it going. About time that we made some noise. It feel good in the river flowing. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I've been annoying. Ever since I was a little boy. I hear it go, but you didn't know it. And now the star's gonna get it glowing. Yeah, yeah, now my cup is overflowing. I got a lot of love, and baby, it's been bottled up. I'm going crazy, and I've had enough. I gotta sing my tune.
There we go. Can't forget the fancy bezel. All you gotta do is snap it on like so. Look at that. This thing is gonna be so nice to drive. Look at that. Woo. Forward, reverse. No control cables, it's just gonna be like butter smooth. And give you a better view. Real PIMP right there. All right, next step.
Not worry about tomorrow. You and me, our dreams we're gonna
Yeah, ram is on. Just want to show you guys a few things. This is a U-Flex ram. It says Mercury on it, but U-Flex is the one who built it. You can tell by the blue seal on the ram itself. Between this and C-Star, these are my favorite rams. They're always my go-to because in the 8 years I've been doing this, I've never had a U-Flex ram fail or leak. If it does leak or fail, it's gone through some pretty heavy abuse. Another thing, you can see the plate here has 2 bolts holding it. U-Flex designed this so it's super easy to hook a tie bar to. You just buy the kit, bolt the plate on here after popping these plugs out, and then the tie bar literally just links on similar to how this one is. And you would either put it on an opposing ram or go to your kicker. Either way, super quick, super easy, and super durable. Really reliable. Don't forget to torque your bolts.
It's time to go out and take a look around and open up your ears. Listen to that sweet sound. Got your heart fluttering fast cause you're feeling the love. So grab the bag.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you saw, I zip tied everything together here and pushed it through the nice rigging tube, as you can see. One thing you want to do before trying to feed it through the cowling on the motor is always remember to put on your rigging flange, because it is a huge waste of time if you forget, because after running the main engine plug through here, after going through the hole, it is like super tight. Let me see if I can show you how tight it is. Super tight in there that the plug barely fits all the way to get up here. As soon as it squeezes past that, it's pretty easy, but getting it to this point is really hard. Got to be honest, I don't know whether to high five or 5-star the Mercury guy who designed that, but please do not forget to put this rigging flange on. Then, once you do that, you want to choose the right rigging boot, because as you can tell, this motor doesn't have any control cables. They give you this style and another style. As you can see, it has TH for throttle, SH for shift cable. These aren't punched out because this is the correct boot for this particular setup. 2 battery cables go in here. Remote control goes in the big one on the top left there, and then the clean power harness and the fuel go right there. Super easy. All you're also going to do is, once you get the battery cables run in here, they put these 2 cords in to hook the ends of the battery cables to. Make sure you hook to the right one, and then you will essentially just pull it straight up through behind the intake manifold and then connect it on the correct studs. Pretty cool idea actually, but yeah, check this out. Check it out, check it out, check it. Oh, look at that. Ooh, nice and clean. All the way up. Just how we like it. It's gonna look good. No dragging, no kinking when it steers. Oh yeah. Right on. Next is the dash. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, I have a dash full of unwanted holes. That's okay. I went to the welder and got a 1/8 plate cut, approximately 15 inches long and 7.5 inches tall. And it is going to be mounted exactly over that group of holes. Going to cut a hole in the middle, mount that vessel view right in the center. It's going to look pimpin'. Pretty excited. I'm not going to show you how I do it. I'm just going to go like this, 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 and it'll be done. There you go. Look at that. Nice and clean. Got that clean look. Pop this off. Woo! This is real pimpin' now. Pretty happy with it. Nice clean installation, perfect fit. So now I'm just gonna wire it. All right, check out this wiring job. Boom. See how clean that is? One battery here, there used to be another battery here, but I ended up putting it in that corner just to balance the weight out. Made the bilge pump hose go up so that if anything splashes in or the boat turns and a wave comes in, it won't force water into the bilge. Lots of bilge pumps have check valves in them, but this is a good way of just doing that if it doesn't. Vent line run along there, and then this wire is the excess for the bilge pump. As you can see, it just runs up all the way across, and then I had relocated the ray core so it's easier to access, and then put a primer ball, making sure the arrow faces up because it has check valves in there as well. Lots of people will squeeze and squeeze and squeeze if it's on its side or facing down, and it just won't work. That's generally the problem, is the arrow needs to be facing up. All rigging jobs should be pretty much like this. Nice and clean, no mess, easy to understand. Resettable breakers is really nice, but lots of people just use ATO fuses because these things are substantially more expensive. Threw an automatic charge relay in there, hooked the motor to the start battery, and then the other bank on the night switches for house. Downriggers are hooked to house, so no matter what, he will always have a good start battery in an emergency. And then if you really want to, you can combine the batteries in an emergency for some reason if the start battery is dead. Alright guys, check this out. We just installed the stock transducer that was originally on there, and we put on some field install bulkhead kits for these steering lines, and then I put a bottom exit cable clamp on there, so it all looks nice and clean. In here we finally got the display installed. I won't turn it on, but these controls are electronic. This is probably one of my favorite ones because it has a push button start on it. This hooks to the NEMA 2000 network, so it can display all the information on here onto here. In order to get the GPS to work on this, you have to put the memory card in here. Not a big deal, but yeah, everything is pretty much able to be displayed on either side. This thing also has a little bit of a diagnostic feature, but all in all, it's a really good display. I utilized the old fuel gauge location, and instead of putting a plug in there, Mercury makes a kit that the ignition literally just has a bezel that is the exact size, and then the ignition threads inside of that, so that way you don't have to put a plug in and you can utilize it so you don't have to drill another hole. When we did the water test, this thing did 40 miles an hour, which ain't that bad. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Another one out the door. Damn, this thing's moving pretty good. Like, it's idling, and how fast is it? 4.6?
gum. Carefree, gotta smile away the sorrow.